The emphasis on the Christian training and more biblical doctrinal understanding that I believe would help me serve the population of women that I serve today. Absolutely, I believe it was the first class that I had taken, and I believe it's setting goals and priorities. And again, the books that we learn it has a Christian base to it, and we have introduction to biblical teachings and so forth. And in the first class, Bob mentioned that in ministry, anyone who endeavors to serve in ministry should really consider not only being prepared for, but understand the importance of serving people. I would say absolutely yes. And the reason being is because I believe that it's important that we have a clear biblical view. It should be solid, it should be grounded in the Word of God, and we should be able to teach the Word of God with accuracy and be able to expound on the Word of God. I do not come from a family of people that have attended college. There may have been one or two out of a very large family. Most of them are professionals and didn't need a degree back in the day, but college was really not a concentration or something that was really considered for the most of us. So going back to college has not only been important for me, but I've had an impact especially on my children as I encourage them to go back to college.
It's the beginning of a legacy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And that's exactly what I thought about today. That wow, I'm impacting a generation after me by doing something different.
Yeah.
The young lady in particular that I would work with, and there are some that I have worked with, who's struggling as to whether or not going back to college is for them or not. And my question or to them is, what is it that you want out of life? But it really isn't a big question. It is a must do. This is something we must do in order to change life. So if we plan to have a better future for our lives, for our children, and especially, or have any impact in our family or on this next generation, college is the way to go. So it's really an expectation, I think, that, and something that I didn't have growing up, and I had very good parents, but it wasn't something that we were expected to do. We were asked to do it if we wanted to, and had opportunity and means to go to college. But it was just a general discussion. But today, when I talk with a young person, it is just part of life. This should be part of life. So it's not a question as to whether you go or not. It's which college are you going to and what's your degree. What I like about Crossroads Bible College, in addition to the biblical studies that I receive, is that it's accelerated, but more importantly, we bring our life skills, life practices to the table. So I'm learning from my basic interactions through life. So that helps with my learning, more so than just reading 20 hours of material. So as an adult returning to college, having a busy life, having the life practices brought to the table helps, from not only the students that attend with me, but the educator as well, the instructor. So however, I've had to rearrange my schedule. I must decide on a weekly basis what appointments are necessary and what are not. So I do need to set time aside for my learning, and it's not that necessarily that I need to, but I want to, because I enjoy what I'm learning. It hasn't interrupted a lot, and I don't feel like it's an interruption. I feel like it's an enhancement, if I can say, because again, I'm learning about Christ. I'm learning about how to minister to the needs of others. So it's only better, the way I see it, it's equipping me for service. So it hasn't been really an interruption, but yet again, like anything else, that if you want to accomplish something, you have to set, you know, time aside for studies and lesson plans and so forth. So.
Who's your favorite teacher? I thought, no, don't put her on that spot.